Hey guys, welcome to Sex in Toronto City. I'm your host Beatriz Vieira, and I'm so glad that you're here today. And today's episode, we're gonna have a little bit different approach. I will talk about my last week of grieving, of regrets or not. I'm gonna talk about loss, and I think it's important that I do to give you a little bit piece of my mind when it comes to that. So should we just go dive in the subject? Let's do it. So for those who know me, my name is Beatriz Vieira, and I'm the host of the podcast here in Toronto called Sex in Toronto City. If you're not following yet, please go and follow us on all platforms. In the Instagram podcast, you have to do @podcast Sex in Toronto City. Guys, thank you for being here. Thanks for listening to me. Please stay until the end because this is a message that I'm not going to be sharing so often. This is very personal to me. And I am taking the leap, faith, and vulnerability moment to share with you, hoping that it will find some comfort if you're going through this. I am still grieving, and I'm still emotional about this subject. So be kind and bear with me. So let's do it. Last week, I had terrible news. I lost an uncle that was 92 years old, and he has passed from cancer. When people pass because they are sick, we are more in peace. We have more this feeling of, well, they lived long enough and they experience a fulfilled life. When we lose somebody on a tragic matter, that's a little bit harder, right? So that was like a Saturday that he passed. On the following week, I had a news that my childhood love that I met when I was 10 years old hanged himself. So if this subject is a little bit sensitive to you, please move along now because it is very touching and it is very, it can be triggering for some people. So please just leave it now. If you wanted to be here and are able to listen, please bear with me. Let's do it. So he decided to hang himself at the age of 45. His name, I will not disclosure right now to just the privacy of his family and be able and more comfortable to talk to you about his story. Those that are close to me know who he was because he was the love of my life. I loved this guy for the first time I saw him. It was, innocent, this first love that you have with somebody and you're in love, you're a kid and you experiment the first feeling of loving a stranger and discovering a romantic relationship with another human being. We met when I was 10 and I was very close to his family. We were always, playing together or whatever. And in my head, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to marry this guy one day. I'm going to marry this guy one day. And fair enough, we started dating when I was 14. And we dated for a little while, and we have our songs and we have memories. And I have wonderful memories with him, my first kiss, and everything was so special to me. Because he wanted to go through the sex part and I was a virgin back then, I didn't feel comfortable to do it. I was like, no, I have to marry you virgin. And, that was the belief that my family implant in me is how I grew up. And for him to be with me for so long and waiting, I thought that we could make it work, right? And be like, I don't know, in our 20 something. And I didn't want to force things. I didn't want to push things. Um, so what happened? He got tired of waiting, and he moved on, and we broke up. I, move on with my life. I ended up losing my virginity with somebody that I wasn't married with, and or you know, it was a short-term period relationship. It was not the love of my life, or it was somebody that I did care about it, and somebody that I didn't want it to, but it happened that way. Let's put it this way. Is one of the circumstances that you don't want it, but it happened. And then you just caught up yourself in the feeling that, wow, what is this? I was supposed to be losing my virginity with the man that I love, and I end up losing with the guy that I do care about and do love me, and I have feelings for him, but it's not as strong. You know what I'm saying? Um, anyways, I got married late on, and I move on with my life, and didn't work out. And anyways, this big mess I call life. um in 2020, he connected with me through Facebook Messenger, and we started to talk again, and we started to talk about our past and what could happen and what couldn't happen, and the possibility of us being in a romantic relationship now as an adults. um I didn't pay too much attention. I think I was afraid of getting hurt again, and I let it go, the opportunity to be in a romantic relationship with him. And the reason for this is because I am in Canada, he's in Brazil, as he's a Brazilian. And I didn't want it to have this, long distance relationship, because I feel that my entire life I was always dating or being in a romantic relationship with somebody that doesn't live close by. So I didn't want to have that anymore. I was supposed to go in Brazil, and I did say to him that I was going to go and visit him. He got sick, mentally unwell, and he was in the hospital getting treatment, and I couldn't see him. So um, last week, when I got the news that he passed, it really hurt me. It hurt me for many ways. It hurt me to know that somebody that really was important in my life was in such a pain and couldn't ask probably for help, or couldn't talk about it so openly, what was really hurting him. It bothered me that I end up losing my virginity with somebody that it was not as significant to me. um like, life is so short, and we live in a world where we are programmed and told what is right, what is wrong, what we should do, what we shouldn't do. And all I'm saying here today, with my life experience, and not just for this episode that happened in my life, but for many one others, is that living in the moment is a lesson, and you needed to learn that. You needed to learn how to live in the moment. You are you needed to be aware of the consequences that can add on your life later on. And to me, I feel that I could have still go see him, whatever he was. I still could have tried to reach out more. Um, life is so fragile and so busy that we forget that the people around us need us. We don't have this idea that, sometimes you're laughing and you smile and you're talking to people and you show the best version of yourself, but inside they are really deep hurting. And to have had the opportunity to talk to him again in so many years later on and not realize how hurt he was. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm so emotional still. But I wanted to do this episode for you and talk about that. Sometimes, you're in a relationship and you think that things are bad and you are so caught up in your own self that you don't have that vulnerability and you have no empathy to see what other people are going through or what other people are feeling, and have this really deep connection to each other. So my message to you is really pay attention around you. Make a little calm moment in your day to call somebody. That could be a family member, that could be a friend that you don't talk for so long. Reach out to people. Don't let life to make you forget what it is really, really, really important. Because once they're gone, they're gone. We don't have Instagram, we don't have Facebook, we don't have WhatsApp, we don't have nothing that can reach out to them and to let them know how much important they are or they were for us. So please don't lose track of what matters to you and what is important to you. Yeah. I'm recording this and it's very emotional. I don't know if I'm gonna have the strength to let it out or not. I'm just trying to tell you, love, it is fragile. So it is life. Love, it is scary too. It is very scary to really deeply love somebody and don't have this feeling of, oh, fear. Am I gonna get hurt? But me, I loved somebody and my relationship ended because I didn't want to go through intimacy. And would we be together? Would have the destiny be of this person's life would it be different because I was part of a longer period of his life? Would have a change me going back and meeting him in Brazil when I said I would going? I don't know. I would never know because I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Fear of getting hurt. So if you are out there, listen to me right now, and you are heartbroken or you are afraid to be in a romantic relationship with somebody, please stop for a little while. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to feel empty for a little moment. But it's not okay for you to live your entire life thinking that it will be this way forever. So please do proceed and do show up on your best light, and give it to people the best of you, because I am sure that you can change a life. And that's why I believe we are here. I talk a lot about dating, sexuality in my podcast. And I think it's important that you know what I'm going through, who I am, my fears, my insecurities. I try to be vulnerable with you because I know you listen to me and I know you are showing up to hear what I have to say. So I say this: we are here and it's just one life. Make that count. Make that count. It doesn't matter how old are you. If you are in your 90s, 70s, and you think, oh, I'm too old to love again. No, you're not. Oh, I'm too young. I can have whatever. Just move on to one and another. No, stop that. Date with intention. Be really intentional when you're going to go out there and meet somebody. Think about the consequences because it is really crucial with who you're going to date, and this person going to change your life or you going to change their life. So this is not going to be a long episode. I just wanted you to know because some of you follow me on Instagram and you've been seeing me grieving, you see me grieving and going through all these emotions, and I'm still here trying to record every day for you and show up. I hope this makes sense, whatever I am saying, because I'm very emotional right now and my emotions are all over the place, and I'm trying to let it out in a clever English version of me. As you know, English is not my first language, but I think it's so important. And I say that for myself because after loving this person, I wasn't I was able to meet other people, and I did fall in love, and I did had amazing relationships that unfortunately didn't last, but it was meaningful. It was something that I cannot erase the impact that those people had in my life, negative, positive. I had it all. And that made me be who I am today. If I haven't had met this person at 10 years old, I would not know how big I can love somebody and for how long and unconditionally love somebody in such a beautiful way. I would not know how much it does hurt to lose them, but also the gratitude that I have for them to be my life. And when I think about it, I think about gratitude. So whatever you are right now, and you listen to this, and you're going through a breakup, or you're going through, a romance or a situation that you don't know where it's going, just be clear with yourself. And I apologize for my mess, but I'm just trying to keep real here. I think that we as human beings, we are very selfish because we never are really fulfilled and satisfied with what we have. We always want more. There's never enough. And I feel that it has to end. We have to be grateful to be where we are and to have what we have. And for the people that comes to our life, but be meaningful, be respectful, be attentive, to not just be there to take advantage of them or to hurt them or to, be verbally. I love when a guy comes to me and say, hey, I just want something casual. I'm not looking for love, or I'm not looking for marriage. I'm not like, I love them because they're being real. I really hate when a guy play games and try to seduce you, to show how good can be, and make all those romantic preparations and all of that. And after all they do it, when they know that you are hooked, they throw you out. So please, be intentional, be there and show up and do love and stop being scared. I say that to you, and it's something that I'm learning as well. And I hope to come back here in another episode to tell you in another moment that I'm in love and that I am grateful and have another tone. But today, my heart is broken. And to add it to the stress, I lost my aunt this week. So it has been a lot lost. So that's it, guys. Showing up, loving, not be afraid, do what you gotta do, but do it intentionally. And I will end this episode with a moment of silence and a gratitude. And that's gonna be for today's episode. A gratitude for you being here, listen to me. Gratitude for you to be my friend, that you pass it through my life and you listen to my show. Gratitude for you to be my family, because I know my family do listen to my episodes. Gratitude for those that doesn't know me but are curious and try to reach out to me through my Instagram and send me messages there. I appreciate you. And I'm grateful for you being here. So go there and live your best life you can be. The best life you can do. Please do it and make somebody else's life extraordinary, amazing too, because you can do that. You have the impact to have or transform somebody's life. Always choose love and not fear. Thanks for now.